So, good morning again. I've prepared some presentation about Czech printing industry, and I have also some fresh figures from the last statistics. You can see on the sheet the main statistics figure from Union of Printing Industry. On the contrary to my colleague from Poland, I must say that GDP of Czech Republic went down, unfortunately by 5.5% in the second quarter of this year to the second quarter of the last year. Because printing industry and revenues in printing industry are mostly following GDP, so the results of the printing industry are also worse than a year before. From the last research of agency OMD, it estimates that sales in press will be lower by 36% in this year in comparison with last year figures. They estimate for the next year further slump by 18%. We can compare with other part of promotion or advertisement industry. For instance, in TV advertisement went down by 27%, and it estimated for the next year further going down by 13%. So it seems that sales in other segments of printing industry, I mean production of books, packaging, labels, and so on, are relatively stable. Then altogether, we estimate this year results lower by 20 or 25% lower than last year results. These are last figures from Union of Printing Industry of the Czech Republic. So you can see these figures about shares of printing techniques altogether in Czech printing industry. You can see that digital printing, it's very rapidly growing in western part of Europe and United States especially. It's only on 5.5%. These figures from 2007, but figures from this year will be a little bit more. There is a space also from manufacturer from the United States to do something and to try enter market with their equipment. Very good position. Traditional has sheet fed offset and web offset altogether. You can see they have a lot of shares of this pie. It was a very interesting thing. We had the similar show in the Czech Republic on May, MPES Print in Brno. It is in eastern part of Czech Republic, and we can see that producer of sheet-fed offset presses were in minimum share in this show, and producers of digital printing presses has a good potential, good space for entering and penetration the market. This is a main point. So these are a little bit older figures about periodicals and books, but I said it is relatively stable. In this year we have low pagination, for instance, in some titles, but total circulation and number of titles are relatively stable, as the same in books. We have a very popular sentence about our economy. If German economy gives a slight cough, then the Czech economy is sick, because we are very close to the German economy, and not only in printing industry, but I think in all industrial segments. This is a main reason why the Czech GDP went down, because the recession in Germany is going in this year, and a lot of our GDP is created by export to Germany. There is a difference between Czech Republic and Polish market, because Polish export is much more diversified, I think. It's clear, I think. Yeah. So I think, I'm sure you know brand Adast. Adast was traditional producer of presses, sheet fed presses, and unfortunately Adast company went into bankruptcy last year, and the brand, as a matter of fact, is finished. On this table we can see export amounts from the Czech Republic, and as a matter of fact, we have only one producer of printing machines of the type. It is KBA Graphitech. It was former part of Adast, and they have in this show press Rapida 75. We can see it at the booth of KBA, and this press was completely developed and is producing in the Czech Republic, in eastern part of Bohemia, in Dobruška. Graphitech went to KBA Group 4 years ago, in 2005, and I think it was a very happy step from this for this company, on the contrary to others. Okay. So there is a problem. What about all the presses of Adast in US market? I think, for instance, Mr. Ivo Heller is sitting in audience, is a well-known figure in the US market, and he knows how to operate, how to manage the support to the older machines from the Czech Republic. I think from the point of view of potential American marketers and manufacturing, that they could be sure about Czech Republic and Czech printing industry, that it is a relatively stable branch, relatively stable industry, and we are very open to abroad. For instance, at this show we have company Comfy in Hall S. They produce very good laminators. You can see it in Hall S. In Hall N from Slovakia, I haven't mentioned Slovakia, is small company Printflow from Bratislava. They are specialists in hardware and software for remote control of presses, even of older presses. So I believe that the Czech Republic generally, and printing industry especially, had a good potential for growth. I believe it, and I'm sure you can try it with context with our firms presented in this show, and we also can prepare context for you if you want. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gustav.